C4 on the ground.
What's up guys, Walrus here, and today I'm going to talk about shotguns. Now, this is a sensitive subject for a lot of people, reason being, a lot of people feel they're overpowered, and today I'd like to give you my 2 cents on the topic. Now, as far as video games in general go, I do believe shotguns have their niche to fill, and when they do this, they are the close quarters dominators. Right, they just dominate the game in close quarters. Nothing you can really do about it. Now, whether or not that's really balanced or not, you can argue one way or another. But when it comes to video games, especially Battlefield, Battlefield being a shooter that once you get to a certain level, really doesn't take a whole lot of thought behind. I mean, it's more of a muscle memory kind of intrinsically. You think a certain way when you're playing kind of game. As opposed to some other ones where you make on-the-fly decisions that are consciously you were actually thinking about instead of in advance you already know what the best situation to put yourself in is and all this kind of stuff. So, about the whole shotguns thing, you got to ask yourself, does it unbalance the game? Okay, when I'm talking about balance, I'm talking about if 2 equally skilled people come together in a very close quarters combat situation, the person with the shotgun is going to win. That's balance, because the shotgun is built for that. Now, I know that a lot of people think that Battlefield 3 is realistic, which it's not, okay, because balance always overweights realism, unless you're playing like Arma or something like that, Project Reality for Battlefield 2. But when it comes down to it, shotguns, unfortunately, in video games, are too good at medium and long ranges. I mean, just look back at the Neosted with Slugs, the 870 with Slugs in Bad Company. The thing was a sniper rifle. You could out-snipe sniper rifles. It's not balanced. It's the same way in this game to a medium extent. Slugs are still snipers, and I know that's the way they are in real life, in reality. That, shotguns can be long-ranged weapons, but in a video game, a weapon that kills in one shot that you can use iron sights on, but then when you get to close range, can also dominate there. It's not balanced. Now, I want to hear you guys' opinion on this because I think that they shouldn't even be in the game. I think that shotguns just unbalance the game in such a way that makes the game hard to balance around every other weapon. Like, it's hard to balance kits and weapons around being good in close quarters when you have shotguns that just absolutely dominate. Whether it be buckshot or slugs. Now, buckshot is very limited, but slugs are just, they dominate in everything. Alright, slugs can out-snipe sniper rifles. They can outperform an AEK in close quarters. And I think that's unbalanced, and there should be a fix. And I think personally that in Battlefield 4, shotguns should not exist. But I'd like to hear your guys' opinions, so leave a comment below on what you think is the big shindig with shotguns. And then I'd like to talk shortly about how shotguns are in video games in general. I think Halo does shotguns well. Alright, in Halo, the shotgun is very good, but it has a niche to fill. It is very good in close quarters. It doesn't do cross-map sniping. Alright, so, I mean, in Halo, that is, it fills a niche and it's balanced, I believe. Personally, in Halo, I played all the Halo games, and I can say that with confidence. And in other games, other games like single-player games, so let's talk about Far Cry. Shotguns are fine. They're balanced in that game. Other shooters are fine. Counter-Strike, I mean, I don't think the shotguns are overpowered at all in Counter-Strike. I think, in fact, if you're using a shotgun, you're doing it wrong, but that's a whole nother story. But that's just, I think they belong in video games, but in games such as Battlefield, I don't know. I don't think they really belong. I don't think that they can really fix them to be able to fit in either. So, it's unfortunate, but I think in Battlefield 4, the best route they could take is to just completely remove them from the game, but I know they won't. But I hope that, since they're keeping them in, they at least balance them out. Walrus out. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video.